Understand that you have a really big opportunity here and a really big way to change the world. Do you guys ever feel that way when you're working out a lot and then you're like, I feel good, I look good, I don't need to work out today, I can eat those fries? Do you ever feel like that? Because I do that all the time, and it's always the beginning of the end. And that's how I feel right now, so that's why I just strapped on my sneakers and I'm gonna do this 30-minute workout because I deserve to feel good, and you deserve to feel good too. So don't fall into that temptation cycle where you're like, nah, it's fine, I look good, I can just skip it. It's always the end of whatever workout regime you've been doing, and you should just keep pushing forward because that's when you're gonna see the results. All right, let's get to working out. I just got out of the shower from my workout and I am about to meal prep. I did a little bit last night with the cooking of like grains and lentils, and I just chopped up all of this deliciousness, and now I'm going to separate it into some jars so that it's prepared for the week. See where the world takes us today. What we have chosen to see often costs us true vision. Let's see. Remember this popular childhood game where you state everything backward? To wit, this ice cube is so hot, or Megan Fox is so ugly, or I don't like you very much, which of course means you are everything to me. So it's when you say something but you mean the opposite. It works like a charm when people spout unhappiness, inanities, and misinformation. The opposite game helps me realize they're simply replaying old tapes and need my love. Old tapes meaning things that you have learned previously or things that you just continue to say because it's habit. That it's a normal, almost subconscious way of speaking. All right. It helps me not to take everything so personally and to remember that what I call the biggest secret in the world, that we all really love each other. My friend Diane tried this tactic with the IRS. Instead of I need to do my taxes. Instead of reacting with fear and distrust, she called the auditor assigned to her case with great enthusiasm. I'm really excited about our meeting, she said, purposely treating him like a long-lost friend. Not only did the surprised auditor nearly drop the phone, but he responded in kind. Their meeting ended up being the big joy fest. Or consider Julio Diaz, a social worker from the Bronx who was approached by a teenage boy with a knife. He gave the boy his wallet, and as he scurried away, Diaz yelled after him, "Hey, wait! It's cold out here. If you're going to be robbing people for the rest of the night, you might as well take my coat." It threw the boy off his game, so Diaz continued, "If you're willing to risk your freedom for a few dollars, then I guess you must really need the money. I was just going for dinner, and if you want, you can join me." Gandhi, who learned to make sandals in South Africa even though he was an attorney, made a pair for General Jan Smuts. Oh my goodness. The South African general who imprisoned him. When asked why, he replied, "He's just as much a hostage to the system as I am." Radical actions such as these might seem small, but they upset the dominant apple cart. They create a resonant field that goes out and makes our world a little sweeter, a little safer, and a little more beautiful. I love this book. So basically what it's saying is to drop your assumptions, just like I talked about the past few days, is to drop your assumptions, drop your reactions, and be more aware of what's going on from a perspective that you can change the situation. Everything doesn't have to fall into place as it always has. So like the guy who was approached by the child or the teenager with a knife, instead of reacting in a way that could cause further pain or even a stabbing, he invited the boy to have his coat or to go out to eat with him. And that set off a whole new trajectory of events than what probably would have happened that night with more robbings. And it showed the person a little bit of kindness. It showed them that there could be a different route, a different way of being. And I think that's what's really important, is for those of you who are listening to understand that you have a really big opportunity here and a really big way to change the world. Even though it seems small, it's about being conscious of your actions and being able to see that every reaction you have can cause change, or it can perpetuate a cycle of anger or mistrust or fear. And whoever's watching this, you have the chance to make that different, no matter what the situation is. And that's basically what she's saying with the opposite game, is to just treat it as something you've never come upon before and react to it with love and trust, and offer whomever you're in cahoots with or talking to love. Just offer them a loving response as if they're your long lost best friend, and you'll be very surprised as to what comes out of that. And it seems like all of these kind of flow together with changing your perspective. So I urge you to do that. And if you don't know kind of what I'm talking about, go back to days 2 and 1, and you'll see that we've been talking about this just by sporadically picking a page. So I believe it's very important that all this is coming up. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, middle of the night. I hope you all have a blessed day.